Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing Starmade, and we are in release build, version 0.201.162. We are in the weapons update. It updated not long ago, and I decided to start my secret project that I've been working on. I hinted on it in my Discord earlier, actually not long before the update dropped. Anywho, this is my top secret project. I have a ship. Well, I have pieces of a ship. I have the interior of a ship. And I was about to say there are no system blocks. That's not true. There are a few decorative system blocks, and there's a 5x5x5 power cube to power some rail enhancers, because I was tinkering with some rail stuff that needed them. But beside that, there is not a real reactor, there are no shields, there are no weapons, aside from the handful that were decorative. And this is the bridge. This is just RP stuff. And I wanted to take a look. I guess we can say we're looking at the new textures, because those of you unfamiliar with the weapon update, it brought in a slew of new textures. For example, the girders. The girders look a little different now. They aren't as dark as they used to be. It used to be much darker. Now they're the same darkness as this standard gray, or this dark gray. Actually, and that is no longer hull, that is now basic armor. It looks all scratched up. Actually, that looks really nice. Anyway, I thought we'd just kind of wander through the ship and talk about my plans for it and the weapons update. You know, just have a friendly chat. Can you tell what the inspiration for the bridge was? I hope so. Oh, and I have a bridge lock. So I have this fancy door. If I hit the lock, turn the lock on. Ooh, I'm really liking the new logic texture. The door doesn't open. Alright, so what I wanted open. This is a little weird doing this without the hood on. This is going to be system-y stuff, and it's not entirely fleshed out. This is all functional. These are the force field overrides for the hangars. So all 10 hangars, well, the 11 hangars, I have the force field so I can override them from the bridge. Well, I guess the command center behind the bridge. Anyway, here's the central bridge top deck thing. Those are some empty rooms. There's going to be a window here. I think this is the only window on the ship other than the bridge. It's right here, unless you count the hangars. But the idea is, this is just a roleplay thing. Couple bathrooms. Actually, let's come in and see what textures have changed in here. Saps and ingots have changed a bit. Missile tubes are the same. I'm using missile tube showers. That looks about the same. Okay. Again, not having my mouse cursor makes this weird. Let's see. Let's go this way. But the idea is I have this huge RP ship ready to go, except it doesn't have any systems. Let's go down to offices. Offices and mid-bay and engineering and all that. So I would like to take you step by step how we're going to do the reactor, the stabilizers, the shielding weapons. So this is going to be a Power 2.0 Weapons 2.0 primer, I guess, tutorial primary thing. Offices and officers' quarters. Like there is the IT room, which is really empty. Actually, most of these offices are empty. Navigation and communications, that's basically an RP room. Weapons control, I'm actually going to put weapons computers in there. Science lab, this is an old lab I designed, I just popped it in here. This is not an in-depth walkthrough, but let's see. Captain's conference room, captain's office and quarters. Again, it's basically empty. And down this way are a bunch of apartments for the officers' quarters. But I do want to show off my brig. I'm kind of proud of the brig. Okay, so I'm going to start with power. I've chosen a number arbitrarily. Well, that's not entirely true. Semi-arbitrarily. Here's the security office. Oh, that's nice. Oh, these don't look as metallic as they used to, the ingots. Let's see how lighting has changed. Come on. There we go. This is red alert for the security office. It locks the front door and disables the lift down to the brig. And I believe it also disables the security door downstairs. Let's pull that off. I was having fun with logic while waiting for it, because I just said, you know what, I want to build something. And as another security measure, this elevator moves really, really slow. Quarter speed, I believe. Because reasons. Okay, come on, let's go, hurry up. There we go. This is a turret safety. I'll show you what that does here in a second. This is the brig. Ooh, the light textures have changed just a bit. And it just seems just a touch framey to me. Probably because of all the stuff we have going on. Brig mid-bay. All that fun stuff. Oh, hello, Mr. Turret. See how the rail docker texture has changed. And this is a cannon, which is still rapid fire. Anti-astronaut gun. So if one of these people in, like, cell 5 here does escape, they run into this turret. And it's ceiling mounted and can turn. It actually can shoot anything in this hallway. Cool, huh? Alright. So let's head back this way. Raise the security, or lower the security door again. Let's hit turret safety. It popped up a force field in front of the turret, so when I'm escorting prisoners down here, they don't get shot up by the turret. Okay. So yeah, we'll skip the grand tour. We'll do more of it later. But this is just sort of idea, also seeing what some of the new textures look like. But this is the entire RP section. It is 276 meters long, 83 tall, and 123 meters wide. This was the security elevator you were just in. There's the brig. Here is mission briefing room. I think the force fields look a little different. I could be wrong about that. There are, as I said before, 10 hangars that will support a ship. Actually, this one was specifically designed for my F3 fighter, although it'll fit something somewhat larger, I believe. So we'll have to find a new fighter for that. There's the bridge up there. This is all the logic for my bridge door. Oh, rails. Rails have a new texture. Let's see. I do have another hangar down here. It is off-center, but I have another little side project. I'm seeing if that works. There. This doodad right here. Let's see. But in here, I have a cutter. One of my little 608 cutters. I think the crew has been taken to calling them a box cutter because they're kind of square and boxy and ugly. So, 608 box cutter. And this is the hallway for the hangars. You come in here and this is port hangar 4 as opposed to starboard hangar 4. And they even have a door down here that leads to engineering. Well, engineering, it leads to an elevator. Oh, and on these hangar floors, I have hallway fast travel. Basically, I have old school gravity elevators. So you hit it, gravity turns you the wrong way, you fly to the other end of the hallway. So you don't have to walk for 10,000 years. Let's see. This way I have teleporters. I need to go through and make sure they're all faction enabled and not public. But Yeah, this is guest quarters. It's a bunch of apartments. In fact, let's take a look at the apartments. See how they look now. This one is mirrored, so there we go. This is the one I know and love. That does not look right. Something looks wrong about that. Let's see. That looks alright. Okay. I don't remember that being animated before, but I could be wrong. Although I do want to find a transporter because I was looking at the transporter texture and said, you can't read that it says transporter. You still can't. Okay, from back here you kind of can. Oh, that's faction access. Very good. So that's the plan. To take this RP interior and make a ship from it. I'm assuming, yeah, you can follow along, I guess, but it's going to be a little interesting. I'm assuming you have an interior. We're going to work on a big ship to show you can do it a big ship, a little ship, you can scale it up and down, on all that jazz. Let's see. Oh, med bays. Remember these old med bays? Well, I'm using them again. Along with this med bay, which you might recognize from some of my weapons testing. But I chose a big ship like this to say we can test out things like docking, shields, having large shields or multiple shield bubbles, having a large reactor, large chambers. We can look at the new turret behaviors, because they don't act quite the same now. We can look at all types of stuff that you won't get on a 5-minute ship build. I think the red light looks redder. Anyway, right now I've been calling it the Dread, or Dreadnought, because it's really big. Well, in comparison to what I build, it's really big. So I'm guessing a Dreadnought-y type thing. Dreadnought-y, or Dreadnought-ish type thing. But it might get changed. It's not set in stone, it's just what I've been calling the blueprint. And yes, this hallway is not centered along the main center of the ship. And we're also going to be testing armor with this. Actually building decent armor, decent engines, and all that good stuff. So we're going to start, probably next time, with the most important part of a ship, the reactor. Typically I'll build the reactor first, but this time, because I wanted to build it with you, and I really wanted to build something, and most of this was done with templates. Very little of it was actually done freehand. Well, the bridge was entirely freehand. Well, freehand, block by block. But most of the rest of it was done using templates. Yeah, we're gonna do power reactor. I'm thinking reactor's sitting right here under guest chambers. That way I can set up some stabilizers in the back here. Probably route them under the route the power node, or the power sausage, under these hangars or something like that. We'll find a way to route the power sausage, and set up some stabilizers in the back, stabilizers in the front, maybe some up here, to get the top bonus. Don't know about below it, but we'll figure that out when we get to stabilizers. First thing is reactor. But I'm thinking reactor right here. Great big hulking thing. I want overabundance. I want overkill. Wow, that's horribly unsymmetrical. Oh, I think that lines up perfect. And it actually kind of irritates me that this hanger here is a little off-center. But I was playing with this, telling myself, oh, if I have something here, it'll make me feel better. So I have the big swinging door. And that makes me happy. And then maybe one day we will actually go through and do a proper ship tour, other than just really quickly looking at some of the new texture changes. Oh, again, the pipes. The pipes went from colorful to all blue. Wow, that actually changes the atmosphere down here. Don't think I like that. Because I'd like the orangey. Oh, this is engineering, by the way. These are engineering bunks. Bunk E3, engineering 3. And I saved a spot here for some logic-y, computer-y stuff I want to do. Let's see. I do want to show off my new... Before we go, show off my new oxygen generator. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it's a tiny forest. This is the oxygen system for this ship. And this log has no leaves. That one doesn't either. I'll have to rectify that later. Anywho, I've been JW608, and this has been Starmade, and this is probably a bigger project than I know what to do with, but we're gonna have fun with it. Anywho, I'll dig you cats later.